Welcome guys. So who's loving the Olympics? I certainly am. I'm a big sports fan, and I did, I'm doing a whole series all about movement, and I've been doing it over on Instagram. I did a football based one using my markers, a video over on here. Well, I actually wanted to do one this for the Olympics as well, and I did a rock of a gymnast flipping, and I wanted to turn that one. I was going to turn that rock into a bigger piece of art anyway, and I thought, why not film it for you guys? So this entire piece is going to be me turning that into a piece of art. Now I'm going to be talking a little bit less than I normally do, simply because my husband is going to be upstairs putting some shelves up, but I will try and chat to you a little bit. But the stages are going to be the same as normal. I'm going to use my I can't find my word, my pencil to do the outline, and then I'll be using my signo to mark around the edges, followed by the pen. I will try and step by step if I can. If not, I'll remember to record a little bit to overlay over the top. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. I thought it'd be a bit fitting with the Olympics on at the moment. So here we go. See you on the flip side. Right guys, so here we are. The first one I did of this was during the football. This is obviously during the Olympics. So I'm going to mark out where her floor is going to be first. As I said, we might not be getting as much talking during this, but we'll see what we can. I won't be talking through all of it because otherwise you'll get exceptionally bored, but I'm going to just give you a little bit of a description of what my core thought principle was. Now obviously I've got a rock art version here. You're going to get a lot more detail when I'm doing this. With all the movement pieces, I have one core person and the rest is the idea is she's moving through time. So the idea is this is one person and these are the movements it took. So the static version, my idea is it's her in the middle. So as she's mid-flip, and these are the movements it takes before and after. So this is where I'd do the features, face, anything like that would fit within this flip. So we'd have a lot more, and the rest are obviously all parts of it. Now, because I've actually done the work on this, now I know a bit more already about the shape and form of the gymnast through these flips. Now it's going to be a lot more detail than a rock, which is very, very scaled down. I've done Team GB because I'm English and Team GB is Team Great Britain, which is actually a very weird way of putting it because that excludes technically Northern Ireland, because Great Britain is the form of the island itself of England, Scotland and Wales, and United Kingdom includes Northern Ireland. But anyway, I digress. Team GB, which does include Northern Ireland, does Team GB, even though it's technically a non-voter. I'm going to be marking off where all these 6 marks are going to be, just to make it a little bit easier so I don't kind of come unstuck while I'm drawing. So I'm going to I want her main flip to fall around there, and then obviously her standpoint. So this is where our bum will be, this is where she'll be standing on her hands, and this is where she'll fall back onto her feet, and this is where she will fully stand back onto her feet with her hands standing upwards. Now this was inspired by the British team getting their first all-round medal within the team sports. I've done a couple of pieces for the Olympics, including one of Simone Biles, by the way, over on Instagram. Very impressed by that young lady and the mental health side. If you don't go over onto my Instagram, mental health and chronic health awareness is a big part of what I do, so please do pop over there. Did some realism art and had a big chat about what was going on this side. This though is all about the sportsman side and the movement of the sport. So I'm going to start drawing properly and let you just watch as I go, but I wanted to just show you how important it was just to work out where your space was going to be when you're going to do a piece like this, so you don't kind of get cluttered into your page, get to where you wanted your final person to be and have run out of space. So I'll let you watch as I go and come back to you if I can when I get to the inking point. Alright guys, have fun and hopefully see you soon. Bye. Right guys, so we've got the basic line work, as you can see. There's more features on her there than there is anyone else. I'm just going to be going over now with the black signo. You can see I've made errors, I had to rub them out as I went along, that's quite normal. Don't get frustrated when you do that. When you're working out this kind of thing, we all make mistakes. And it's how you learn. I learn through every mistake I've made when teaching myself how to draw. There's been mistakes and practice. It's the only way you get any better with art is practice. Nobody's perfect, and if anyone ever tells you they are and anyone ever says they haven't got anywhere through making mistakes, they are lying to you. I've taught myself everything, as I've said to you before, so let yourself practice and try not to get too mad with yourself. I know that's hard sometimes, but yeah. So here's on to the next bit. I hope you've liked watching it so far. I said I'm going to go over with and ink these lines now to get a more steady line, as is with the style when you use doing marker style art, and then I'll come back to you afterwards. Right guys, so that's the inking done. Now I'm just going to be drawing these. Now obviously since it's Team GB, I'm going to be drawing in the red, white and blue colours of Team GB, although I'm not going to be trying to perfectly replicate the colours of the gymnastics outfits. I'm just going to be going as close as I can. Now obviously red, white and blue are the colours of the Americans as well, and many other flags around the world, the Australians. So I'm going to, but yeah, I'm just going to be trying to make a nice design on their outfits within as close as I can get with using markers and blending and just having a bit of fun with it, using these kind of tones. Now white's obviously already on the paper, but I actually do have a white blender, so I'm just gonna have a bit of fun, as I said. So I'll let you watch, and yeah, see you in a few. Here we go, guys. So this is the finished piece. Movement piece for the Olympics. And as you see, the details all on the centre, which is the one that's fixed in timepiece. Everyone else is moving around her. I was going to do a faded image on the last two, but I decided against that. As you saw, the colours changed as I was drawing. When you're making art, you change your mind as you go sometimes. The only decision I'd made before I came into this was it was going to be based on this piece I'd done on the rock. Other than that, I said the height and details are based around her. There's a lot more details on her leotard and her face. The rest are pretty much as if you'd got a blurred image on a camera where you tried to get one image on time and you got a bit more from it. So this will be added to my moment in time series, which I've been running over on Instagram. Feel free to come up over, check it out. It's by the same name, Artist Mighty Mum. And as always, make sure you sign your artwork. So let's get a signature on this. And what colour should we do the heart in today? Since we're doing Team GB, let's do it a bit of a split. Half red. Half red. We won't do a half red, we'll do it red and blue with a bit of white in the middle. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. There's many more in the description below. If you liked it, please do subscribe, like the video and ring the bell for further notifications. Stay safe and well guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.